Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Wonderful. My name is Rachel Rodriguez. I am the District Director for Congressman Al Green here out of the Houston office, and I want to welcome you today. I'm not Mr. Green, however, I am going to go ahead and help and get the program started. The Congressman is running a tad bit over the schedule on the other event that he was in, so his deepest apologies that he can't personally start the program, but if at all possible, he's going to come in at the end, if at all possible. But this is very special to us today, and just really want to appreciate everybody for coming. We are going to ask everyone to please stand. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. Please have a seat. I would like to note that this 2025 Congressional App Challenge will officially launch early to mid-May, and students can submit applications through October 30th of 2025. This is why today we're gathering so that the students that are here can get some training on software coding and hopefully get you on if you're not already on a pathway with STEM in your education pathway, that today will spark something in you to go that route. So this is going to be our very first Codefest, but we're going to do this every single year moving forward. Also, we want to say that this Codefest will assist the students who are beginning their coding journey, as well as support those students who are more advanced. And with that, I want to introduce my staff. Our staff here at the Congressional Office works diligently 7 days a week. We love what we do serving the public, and we thank you for being here for your support today. In the back, we have Brian Martinez. He's standing up in the back. He's assisting with communications. We also have our press secretary, Tequila Lewis, in the back. We are live streaming this event, so if you want to tell your friends, family, they can find us on Facebook under Rev Al Green. Also, we have Ms. Kobe Beavers. She's our community liaison. Helping this event keep together today as well. And I also want to introduce Dr. Robertine Jefferson, whom you all may be very familiar with. She has been leading, putting this program together. So with that, I want to bring her up to say a few words.
Good morning. We're so excited to have this grow. Those of you who were with us in November, we only had 6 teams. So seeing all of you all here, this means that we should have 55 teams. If you be 55 applicants to actually submit to the National Congressional Challenge. If you haven't learned about the Congressional Challenge, we sent some information out, but you can Google it, National Congressional App Challenge, to get more information. It's been live since 2013, where the Congress has been supporting STEM, and that's very important, preparing us for our next generation. So we're looking forward to getting all of your apps developed and started so you can submit. If you don't want to do it one-on-one, you can actually come in as a team. So someone you meet here today, you all can team up on the app. So you don't have to have an individual app. It can be a team of you coming together. But what we want to do is make sure that everybody knows, like we know, that Texas District 9 is the best district in the whole United States, and that we have the smartest kids coming out. Now, and special thanks to our partners with ACC. ACC has been amazing. The programs that they have available to you for free. I'm gonna say it again, for free. You just gotta get to the campus and talk to your parents, get to the campus, sign up, and this is one of the reasons why it was so important to partner with our partner here to come together and let you know what is available, what we can do to help assist you, because that's what we're all here, is to make life better and the stepping stone. So with that, I'm handing it back to my boss, Rachel.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Jefferson. I do want to acknowledge Houston Community College staff that is here today, so we're going to pass the mic to them to say a few words. First, we're going to start with Dr. Maya Jornovo.
Very good.
Thank you so much. Yeah, please.
So just want to welcome you all on behalf of Houston Community College. We're thrilled that you're here on a Saturday morning, but we have planned an incredible morning for you. And the person that really put it all together is Dr. Ravi Brahma, who's sitting over there with his son. So Ravi has been working with a lot of students, creating codes and creating a lot of solutions to problems. He's entered several competitions, and guess what? Houston Community College has always come out #1 on the competitions. So we really are making a big difference. So today is really an important day for you to learn the skills and help us develop the solutions, because you are the trend makers for the future. You are the ones that are going to help us make the changes and make the improvements. So congratulations for being here, and we look forward to working with you for the next few years, not just today. Thank you.
Next, we have Dr. Prieta Van Dibbel Stallworth, our trustee.
With the way I'm dressed, you probably never would have believed I'd be the trustee. Good morning. I'm Dr. Prieta Van Dibbel Stallworth. I was actually born and raised 8 blocks from here in Sunnyside, Texas. I am a Worthing High School graduate. I'm also a 2-time Rice University graduate. I am a chemical engineer from Rice University. This is extraordinarily important to me because when I was young, like some of you are, which honestly, your students are young enough to be my grandchildren. I actually have grandchildren older than these students in this room. But when I was your age, I did not have access. My teachers did the very best they could to bring to Sunnyside opportunities, which is how I got to Rice University for chemical engineering. There were 11 of us in a 2-year period that went to Ivy League schools because they required us to. So you young people who decide when your parents tell you you should do something, you say you don't think so, we didn't have that option. When they told us what we would do, that is what we would do, because they absolutely knew what was best for us. This program is my baby. Thanks to Dr. Ravi Brahma, who actually got me all the way to India last year. I was not going to India. And then when I got there, they said, oh no, you can't just show up in India, you have to be a speaker. Thank you, Ravi. This is Ravi's passion, and this is my baby. And the reason being is that I want you guys to take a minute and look around. This is the most multicultural coding group you will ever see. You guys are amazing, you're extraordinary, and you have an opportunity that most kids your age are not going to get. Congressman Green is committed to our kids. He believes in our kids. And anytime something like this comes up, when the director told me about the coding challenge, I immediately created an entire program that I could take nationally. So this is not going to stay local. Let me say that to you again, young people. This is not going to stay local. What is our goal, Ravi? International. That's right. That's our goal. So this coding opportunity, the things you learned today, we want you to learn well. Thank you all so much for being here. I want you to know that as a trustee sitting at the board table, I intend for you to have every single opportunity you can get. District 9 is very real about this. Besides that, I need some people to want to go to Rice. I need to recruit. That's very important to me. I saw a hand. Only one hand? I mean, okay. Can you guys raise your hand? It hurts my feelings if I get like one person. Thank you. This is important. If I can recruit as many Rice students as possible for the pipelines that they have, I am on 2 boards at Rice. So I have an inside track. It is important to me for students out of District 9 and out of the Congressional District 9 to be Rice University students. That is my goal. So thank you all for coming. And parents, raise your hand, parents. Yes! Amazing. So since you all are all savvy, I need you to take out your cell phones. I need you to search Congressman Green. Since this is live, you should be posting it on your social media. So I'd like for you to do that. And I'd like for you to post where you are, which is Houston Community College South Campus. Because that is how important this is, because you're not going to get it at any other campus. So, maybe two. Okay, I have to give it to Dr. Webster. Some of the stuff is with Dr. Webster. So I'd like to thank Dr. Mike Webster because of his vision, and I'd like to thank Dr. Butch Harris because these are the two best presidents ever. Thank you all. Young people, bring your friends. I'm going to say that again. Bring your friends. We're very serious about this. This program starts in early May. The goal is to get you to Rajasthan, India in December. But you got to write a very serious code to get there. This is your first day for your practice. Dr. Ravi will have a list of hackathon opportunities. I will ask my dean at Rice University for you all to take a tour. But let me be real clear about this. I am not playing. Let me say that one more time. I am not playing. If I can get where I am, and I grew up in Sunnyside, none of you have any excuse. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Next, we have Dr. Butch Harold, and this is the president of HCC Central College.
I'm going to keep this brief. Certainly can't top the last speaker. And would get in trouble if I did. So welcome to HCC Central College. This is our South Campus. We have another campus at 3100. Sorry, not 3100 Main. 1300 Holman.
1300 Holman.
There you go. So listen, I just have a few things to say to everybody. Some of you may not think that you have, and you may have been told this by others, that you don't have the capacity or the ability to do this, to do coding. That's not true. You do. Will there be some work involved? Absolutely. Can it be fun? Absolutely. Can you do well in the field afterwards? Absolutely. So this is an opportunity. And I look at these young people, and we have some of our past finalists here who have also teaching classes, which just amazes me. You know, 11 years old, 12-year-olds. And I remember 11 and 12-year-olds, I was reading comic books. So I was, how can you do this? But the opportunities you have in the STEM fields are extraordinary. I have a wife and 2 daughters. All of them work in STEM fields. My oldest daughter, and I think this is important to share this story, she started out as a humanities major and got her degrees in that. Started her own business, did well, sold the business, and looked around and said, what do I want to do next? She became a coder. She became a coder. And she works 100% remote. And the coding company she was working for, she had so much time on her hands. I want you to think about this, young people. She had so much time on her hands. She said, can you give me some more work to do? She said, can you give me some more work? This doesn't seem like it's fair. They said, no, that's all we got. So she went out and got a second full-time remote job. And between those 2 jobs, she's making over $300,000 a year coding remotely. Never leaves the comfort of her home. I start to say, how can I do that? But in all seriousness, these are the kinds of opportunities that you have. The world has changed, it's going to continue to change. AI is not going away. Coding isn't going to go away anytime soon. these are great opportunities for you to take advantage of. And I don't know of a better place to do it than Houston Community College. We are welcoming of all students. We look like Houston. And again, you guys are the people that are going to change the world and change it for the better, creating apps, doing all kinds of things, making really good apps, because you got to take care of me when I get older. There may need to be an app to take care of that. So anyway, I just wanted to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank the parents. I know they've invested in the kids. I want to thank the staff that's made all this possible. I can't sing the praises enough of Dr. Brambot. He's always been on top of entrepreneurial initiatives and that. And I especially appreciate the support of our trustee, Dr. Stallworth. She's just been an extraordinarily wonderful advocate, so passionate about our communities that we serve and helping them to achieve and succeed. And having said that, maybe she'll keep me employed for another day or two. All right. So in all seriousness, thanks everybody for coming, and I'm going to turn the microphone back over to you, but we are so glad that you're here at Houston Community College.
Next, we have Dr. Michael Webster. He is the HCC President of Southwest College and COE Digital and Information Technology.
And that's the second best college in
Thank you. I'm going to stand behind this podium, but Butch said you'll never be a representative for the House of... In any event, thank you guys for being here. Last week, we held, or just yesterday, the last 3 days, we held our annual AI conference at our West Loop campus. And that's where we house our AI and robotics bachelor's degree, the first in the nation for a community college. You can obtain that degree for less than $13,000 right here in your backyard. But what was striking to me is you had representatives from healthcare, from space, obviously from IT, from construction, from manufacturing. Every single sector was there to talk about the phase in of AI across the system, or across their system. The one that I thought was most interesting was the very last speakers, and they almost had nobody in the audience, which I really felt bad about. But it was the group of Space Axiom, you name it, the folks from out in NASA, they're contractors. And one of the gentlemen was working on the Mars rover project back in the day. And he mentioned that it takes 7 minutes to go from the atmosphere of Mars to the ground in Mars. So to do that, they've got to launch the parachutes, and then they've got to direct the rover down. They got to release I'll call them feet because I don't know what they're really called. And then the wheels touch down, etc. All the systems to do that take 7 minutes to get down. But what was interesting is just to send the signals to the vehicle takes 7 minutes. And then to get information back from the vehicle took another 7 minutes. So it's 14 minutes basically of lag time. Now imagine if you got on your phone and you're trying to get to somebody and it took them 14 minutes to pick up the phone. You'd probably just run over to their house and bang on their door and say, come on, what's going on here, right? But they have to wait when they send the signal for all of the systems to do their work. And all of that is dependent on artificial intelligence. The systems are doing their own checks because they don't know what's going on. The systems are doing all their own checks. They're telling the machine what to do, and it's because somebody started by coding it. And that's what you guys are about to do. You're about to get into the world to make those kind of decisions to change the world. We are going to Mars within the next decade, for sure. That's what they've said. They said, I think they've got a 2035 push to make it happen. But when people start getting on the planet, it's the people in this room that are going to make that happen. I'm so excited to see that you guys are here, and you're taking the first step in a long trajectory, in a long career. This is where it all starts. So congratulations to being here. Make something big happen today. Appreciate the faculty that are way younger than I expected when I walked in this room. So thank you all for being here, and good luck today.
Okay, with our next presenter, Dr. Ravi. Dr. Ravi, when you come up, if you'll please make comments as well as introduce the youth panel for us today.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. So my name is Dr. Ravi Brahman. I have the title of Director of Innovation and Entrepreneurship at HCC, Student Innovation and Entrepreneurship at HCC. This is awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Jefferson and the entire team at Congressman Al Green's office. This does take a village, so there's a lot of people that get behind this. So I'm here representing Houston Community College, but also Ty and the group that Dr. Stallworth mentioned that's hosting these competitions. But what makes me most proud of this work is I was here as a judge just a few months ago. Was it November, right?
Yes.
And then you guys, you're going to learn from the finalists that made it on the Congressional App Challenge. Last November, when they pitched their idea, their projects, we've now taken them from student finalists to now instructors and entrepreneurs, because each one has started a nonprofit or a for-profit business with a focus on teaching, helping, solving the problems in our community. So it's taken very few months, but a lot of hard work. So I want to recognize, I'd like to ask for Adel Sissi to join me here, just stand right here for me. Neve and Neil Shah, and then Madhvan Vinod. Just join me around the podium here. So you're seeing students that are now educators and entrepreneurs. And it took a couple of months, right? Maybe more, maybe a couple of years, all right? But to get this business started, so let me start off by saying Adel is a young entrepreneur and a co-founder of Online Knowledge LLC. He's leading the way in creating innovative solutions for education and life sciences. Some of you presidents may remember, he was pitching Treva right here, where he took 13 petabytes of data and trained his AI model to help detect 10,000 diseases from DNA samples from someone's blood, for example. At that time, he was 11. Today, he's 12. He's made an entrepreneur out of it. He's great. So he's the co-founder for InspiredK.org. You're going to learn about his company and his project. He's now also a YouTube influencer. He's got YouTube videos. And when I say videos, lots of videos with lots of video chapters that you can jump right to the content and learn in a practical way. Whatever it is, whether it's Python or PyTorch or any of these tech words, he's made them, he's simplified them for you. So Adil's really focused on empowering K-12 students and college learners with hands-on learning in AI, science, and engineering research. So round of applause for Adil. He's going to be those of you that have signed up for how to model and train your AI, he's going to be teaching it. So you're going to be in room 101 after we adjourn for session 1. Adil, come get here on this side so I can keep tapping. I'm going to do the brothers next. Madhur, I'll get you last. All right, so here you've got Neve. So Neve was here, and he had a project. And he had a project that used computer vision to quickly detect. That was you, right? Yeah. Okay, it was you. You didn't slip. Right, it was you. And basically, it allowed computers to quickly know if this was recyclable or not. Right? Very quickly. So, a lot of times I'm confused. And I've got, in the trash cans there's 3 options. I'm like, is this? I don't know. Phone, tell me. Phone will tell me exactly. This goes here. Break this part and throw it here, right? So Neve is, and then he's got his brother. So his brother here, so these are now co-founders of nexusquest.org. It's a youth-led, nonprofit dedicated to using technology to drive meaningful impact in communities. Neve is a passionate STEM enthusiast and an artificial intelligence intern at Up-Level Ops, and a competition math tutor who loves coding and building innovative tools to help others. He's also a big Harry Potter fan. I should have proved this. But he was your finalist for the Congressional App Challenge last year, and he's fascinated at the intersection of medicine and technology, with special interest in machine learning and how it could be used to diagnose brain diseases. Wow, dude, awesome! You're in the right. Houston is the right spot for that. Excellent. That was. I'm doing Neil? All right, that's Neil. Neil is also a Taekwondo instructor and a violin player. Viola player. I don't know what it is. But, so you're focused on medicine and technology and special interest on machine learning. Awesome, so you're in the right spot for it. Okay, thank you, boys. You guys are gonna be in room 103 teaching Introduction to Python, which is kind of the core language that you need to have in order to build any of these apps. So those of you that have signed up for Introduction to Python, you will go to 103, and they will teach you for the morning session. You've got 2 hours to learn hands-on. We'll provide laptops and all. Thank you, boys. Let's get you on this side. I'm going to take a pause. We'll finish.
Let him finish.
Yes, I can. Please finish.
All right, so we have Madhavan. Madhavan isn't just dreaming about the future, he's actively building it. As a co-founder of EntryVamp, so Entrepreneurship Ramp. Okay, wow. He's empowering fellow students with entrepreneurial education that they need to launch their successful stories. The Texas Connection Academy student brings together more than just passion to the table. He's hands-on strategist with real-world experience in marketing, sales, consulting, and education. He's always pushing the boundary to innovate the next big thing. And he's going to be in room 104 teaching app interface and design, and then app pitch presentations in the afternoon sessions. So he's going to be getting you prepared and ready for the Congressional App Challenge that's opening up later. That's already open for this year. So round of applause for the instructors.
Thank you so much for those kind words. I do have at this moment introducing your Congressman, Al Green.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Would you please give Rachel Rodriguez a big expression of appreciation for the outstanding job she's done? Well, that was big, but it wasn't Texas size. Bigger than that, please. I have a great staff. Robertine has been helping us with this program, and I must credit her with a great degree of success that she's brought to the program. Would you give her a big hand, please, Robertine? Kobe here, I think she's out at the table. Give Kobe a hand, please. She's helping us as well. We can feel very comfortable and safe because we have one of Houston's finest with us. Officer, would you just come in and wave so that we can see you, please? Give the officer a big hand. Officer Anderson, yes, thank you, officer. And I want to thank all of the young people who are here. You are very special. You are making a difference in your lives, but you will also be prepared to make a difference in the lives of others. And it just means something to me to see all of these beautiful smiling faces this morning. So thank you for coming out. Let's give the young people a big hand. Give it to yourself. My hope is that you'll be a part of the actual competition. We are looking forward to seeing you do great things. So please, become a part of the competition. Don't let this just be an event for you. Let it become the genesis of something that can be very meaningful in your life in years to come, and in the lives of others, I might add. looked at the program, and I was honored to see doctor, 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 and doctor. So would all the doctors stand, please? The doctors, please stand. Doctors. Okay, doctors. We want to give benefit, man, for what they've done. But they deserve a Texas-sized expression of appreciation. For the doctors, please. They're here this morning. Give them a hand, please. Dr. Prieta had to leave, but I do want to take a photo with all of the doctors, as well as with the persons who are presenters who will be doing this very shortly. And I'd like to, if we can, get a group photo with everybody. This is the very first that we're having in this district, and as a result, I think we should preserve this history. It really is important to have the preservation of our history, to have every person who is here. There will never be another first. This is it. And at some point, some grad student will look back through the vista of time and want to see what happened on this day. Who was there when we had this very first event? And you will be among those who were the first. In fact, I would think that you might want to have a copy of the photograph so that you might place it among your memorabilia. These things are important. They're not as important to you now as they will become as you mature and you move through your life, your work life, and your life as a servant leader possibly. So I want you to have the opportunity to have a copy of the photograph. And anybody that wants to take an individual photo will do this as well. So now let me just say these few words. This competition is the official computer science competition of the House of Representatives. I am your congressman representing the 9th Congressional District. Each congressional district will have the opportunity to have a similar program. And I'm sure they will have a very good program, but it won't be as good as ours. The event will host middle and high school students who are interested in coding. Now, I have one great regret, and I say this sincerely. Honestly, this is my regret, that I'm not sitting over there so that I can have the opportunity to benefit from what you're learning. You are going to be light years ahead of me, and I regret that I just don't have the time, because if I had the time, I would go to the various opportunities provided by these presenters, because I'm interested in this, but I am locked into a schedule, and that schedule is preventing me from doing things that would really make me a better person. So I regret it, but at some point I'll do some extra reading and hopefully I'll get an understanding. But I won't get the intelligence that you will have. I'll get an understanding, but I won't get as much as you will. So I'm going to thank you for engaging in this opportunity to build a new software program, improve an existing software program, or to showcase technical creativity. This is the precursor to the 2025 Congressional App Challenge, which will take place here. And you can be a part of this. And this will run from mid-May through October 30th, 2025. Now this is 2025. Let me just see the hands of persons who are going to consider being a part of this competition. If you think you're going to, raise your hands, please. All right, give all of those persons a hand that has their hands up. And if you have afterthoughts, I quite often reflect and have afterthoughts, meaning after I've made one decision, I decide, well, you know, maybe I should do that. So if you decide that you'd like to do it, don't hesitate to contact us and get involved. This is a great opportunity for you. And I have found that there are many persons who will not get involved when we say competition, because that means that someone's going to win as the word is perceived, and someone's going to lose. But I guarantee you, the knowledge that you will acquire will be something that you'll never lose. It's okay not to be the first. I have been last in fact, most of the things that I participated in, I've been last, or I wasn't first. I've succeeded. I'm not going to say that I haven't had my share of success, but it is in losing, not being first, that I acquired the knowledge necessary to become first. You learn something every time you participate. And if you ever get an opportunity, read the story of Abraham Lincoln, who was President of the United States. He spent most of his life as a failure, most of his life, and eventually he succeeded. Or you can read about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan talks about how his team trusted him to take the last shot. And then he mentions all of the times that he missed. But he says, it was in failing that I was able to succeed. So I want to challenge you to please consider being a part of this. 20 years from now, no one will know that you didn't finish first, okay? Just be a part of it. I would hope that you would. The instructors attending the event have already been introduced, and I was impressed to see just how youthful they are. These are young people who are helping others, and it means something. And hopefully having them as a role model will mean something to you, because it should say to you that you too can be a role model. They competed in the 2024 Congressional App Challenge, and I would hope that they would be a part of this photo session that we'll have in just a moment. So now, let me thank Sister Wakiti Muhammad. Where are you, Sister Muhammad? I called you sister because that's how it's printed. Is that acceptable? Okay. May I also thank you for your smile. It radiates. It really does. There's something about a smile that warms you up to a person before you have an opportunity to shake the person's hand. So thank you very much for your smile. Don't go. I don't want your smile to radiate. And I want to thank Jody Kahn. Jody, smile with me today too. Thank you for your smile, Jody. All right. Keep the smiles coming. Dr. Prieta had to leave. She explained to me why. It is necessary, but I do want to thank her as well. I'd like to ask all of the doctors to come over to this side, please. Doctor, and doctor. Over, if you would, please. And special thanks to, is it Sonish Singh? Are you here?
They're watching your live stream, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was under the impression that they were going to help me with iPads.
I will do it.
You will do it? Okay. Would you kindly tell me your name, please?
It's Ravi. Ravi?
Ravi? Dr. Ravi. Okay. All right. We have two Dr. Ravis today. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Ravi. And I want to thank you for what you're about to do, please, if you'll allow me to. This is, it's so important. This technology is something that I still, my mind doesn't quite allow me to perceive it properly, I think. Because when I realize, and you will take this for granted, but when I realize that I have the world in my hand, the world in my hand. Now, I grew up with phone lines when they first came out. You ever heard of something called a party line? If you have, raise your hand. Very few people. That was a phone line with, say, 6 people on it. These were your neighbors. And we took great pleasure in listening to our neighbors' conversations. And they listened to ours. So we had to be careful about how we presented ourselves on the phone. But to move from that to this, my mind just can't quite handle it. Look, I majored in engineering. This is marvelous technology, to have the world in the palm of your hand. You can ask almost any question and get an answer. Well, these devices are to facilitate your being able to communicate with people that you will never meet and greet, to to acquire knowledge that you could not have otherwise, to teach yourself things that others may miss simply because you have a curious mind and you're looking for things and find things that others may miss. So this piece of technology that you'll receive is something that I'm grateful that you're presenting. And I will yield the microphone to you to make the presentation. And then those persons receiving, I want them to stay up as well for this group photo that we'll take, okay? Dr. Rock, give him another hand, please.
So, I know the instructors have worked really hard over the last few months with my office, and I really appreciate all of you. But we wanted to make sure that from TIE, Ramesh Singh is the president of TIE Houston. It's a nonprofit that fosters global entrepreneurship globally. And then BMC Software, it's a headquarters in Houston. It's a very big company. Wendy Wrench-Schessler is the head of sustainability and corporate responsibility. So on behalf of TIE and BMC Software, we'd like to offer these mini iPads, because you also are mini, but bigger than the iPhones. We'd like to offer that as a token of our appreciation and use it as a scholarship to grow. So Adil, Neve, Neil, and Madhav, please join us. Now this sets the precedent for those of you competing this year and coming back to teach. Guess what? We'll probably take care of you too. So get engaged, get involved.
Thank you. Rachel, who is our district director and a very bright person, has suggested that I do something, and I'm going to do it because I think it's a great idea. She has reminded me that that we have 4 young men who are receiving this technology, and I'm going to make a special appeal to the young ladies to not allow this to cause you to conclude that this is a competition for males, because it absolutely is not. Okay, and we want young women to continue to compete. In fact, I think last year's winner was a female.
That's right.
That's right. The winner, I'm so sorry that she's not here because she was absolutely outstanding. And I want the young ladies to please know that this is something that is for you as well, just as much as it is for anyone else is for you as well. With this said, let's take this first photo with all, you lined up fairly well, so let's, yeah. Someone was wise enough to, okay, I don't want to keep it, you guys how you doing?
Okay, so this is.
All right, we'll move over here. Okay, well, line up as best as you can. Will someone help supervise the English comes out? Okay. All right. Place. Right here. Okay. There you I'll do it. Okay, let's do this. Okay. All right, do this. As I ask you to move, I'm going to ask you, sir, would you kindly move over this way more? That's good. And ma'am, would you move this way more? Okay. And sir, if you move into that spot, that's good. And ma'am, you're good where you are, but I want you to see more up. So, okay, very good. All right. Stay. Oh, okay, I think we're okay now. I'm gonna bust up. Please take the picture quickly, I can't hold it long.
Everybody can look right here at the camera, please. Count to three. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, now, let's do this, if you would, for just a moment. Let me have just the person first with the tablets. If you, everybody move over to the left, saving the persons with the tablets. Okay, we want to get a picture with you. Okay. Okay, Cleveland, please.
1, 2, 3. Look right here, please.
Now, everybody, all of the doctors, if you'll move over for just a moment, please. Okay, the doctors, please. The doctor. Doctors, please, come over.